Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Rachel Kleiman from rwcrafts.com. Today I will be sharing with you how I created a mixed media tag for the latest Stamp Boutique challenge, which is to use one of their stamps in black and white, so not to color it in is the challenge. I am starting with a basic tag. I have already given it a very thin layer of gesso, and now I am spraying it with my Dina Wakley gloss sprays that I love so much. I am using the colors cheddar, turquoise, and fuchsia. And as that dries, especially over the gesso, you start to see the cells form and the colors start to kind of blend into each other. I really, really love these gloss sprays. If you don't have them already, I highly recommend that you grab some. On that note, I also want to remind you guys that all the products that I used, if they're still available, I link them and list them in the description below so that you can find what I'm using. So now I'm going to use my Stamp Boutique stamp. I'm stamping on my Misty. This stamp is called Bat Boy. I really, really love this stamp, and I especially love that he has that cute little party hat. So the tag that I'm creating is actually going to be a birthday tag. Maybe eventually I'll add it to a card. I haven't decided yet. But it is for a birthday boy named George, and he is turning 3. So you'll see the number 3 pop up and also the name George pop up. So happy birthday to George. He is my Christmas in July baby, actually my best friend's baby, but he can be mine too. So anyways, I fussy cut out the Bat Boy, and now I'm doing some stenciling. These stencils are from Faber-Castell Design Memory Craft, and I'm going over them with some Nouveau mousse. It's definitely thicker than your average texture paste, but it's so beautiful. You can see already that even though it hasn't dried, it has that gorgeous shimmer to it. So the color that I used is called English Heather. Such a pretty color. And I did let that dry completely before I moved on to this step. I'm again using a Design Memory Craft stencil, and I'm just going to add a few little pops of these lime green bubbles over the tag. So I do want to thank you all for joining me. I know that not everybody will make it through to the very end of all videos. So if you do make it to the very end of this video, I have a question that you can answer in the comments at the end. I just would like to know who has made it to the end. So thank you for those that do. And those that don't, I totally understand. I am a skipper myself. I get it. And I know our lives are busy. So thank you everybody for being here and for liking and subscribing and commenting. I really, really appreciate it. It feels good to be back and doing videos again. So anyways, I have grabbed a couple of, these are Tim Holtz ideology layers. They're from the Urban collection. I'm spraying them with the gloss sprays in turquoise and also in fuchsia just to kind of match the background. You can see that number 3 comes up because George is turning 3. And I skipped the part where I glued everything on. The 3 I did with foam adhesive, so the number 3 is actually popped up a little bit. And then the one that says registered, I just glued on with some Tombow Mono Multi glue, which is my favorite glue. So I just colored the party hat. I may have cheated. I didn't keep it totally black and white, but I colored the party hat with my Faber-Castell Pitt pens in light blue and yellow. So here I'm just adding little notches. I used a very small hole punch, but I didn't hole punch all the way. I just hole punched halfway, which actually gives a little notch for the string to kind of rest in. So I've found that anytime I add a string to a card or a tag, this is a really good way to do it so that the string isn't so floppy. It kind of guides it where to go. Of course, I'm also adding washi tape to the back to keep it in place. So now I have these letter beads. I've had them for ages. If you have children at home, you might have something similar, or you can find it at any craft store, or probably even the dollar store. So I don't even know where these came from or how old they are, but I had enough letters left to spell George. So I'm adding that to the string, and then I will just but adhesive down the string with my washi tape onto the back. And my question for those of you who have made it almost to the end, if you could comment where you're from. I would love to know where everybody comes from. I personally live in the Bay Area in California, It's beautiful. I love it here. Can't complain. Even though I live by a train that I think is about to come honking through just in time to finish the video. Thank you everybody for joining me. I really appreciate you being here. Bye.